She's going to talk about what she sees in corporate America, about how wealthy people raise their kids. Let's see what she has to say, and I'll give my thoughts as we go.
These are some things my wealthy colleagues do to set their children up for a good life. A lot of them hire nannies who are bilingual or multilingual, so that pretty much from the minute the kid is born, they're being spoken to and they're learning a different language. So that nanny will speak to them only in, let's say, Spanish, while their parents talk to them in English, and they're learning both languages simultaneously. Another one is private school is the default, especially here in LA. I don't know a single one of my colleagues who send their kids to private school. K through 12 is the expectation. They're going to private school, likely paying hundreds of thousands of dollars for 2 or 3 of their kids to go to school every year. Then during the summers, I think it's amazing that the kids are not bored. They're not just sitting around every day at home. They're either at camp or they're traveling. And what's really cool about these camps is they are very enriching. So it's not just like survival skills, although that is really cool. There are leadership opportunities. A lot of the camps are program specific. So if your child wants to be a debater, or if they're really into theater, they're at camp building an entire production and stuff like that. And so that is amazing, because I felt like during the summers, you kind of lose a lot of stuff. You're not really doing a lot of work. You're not really, for me, it was just sports. And so the fact that these kids are getting like so much enrichment during the summer, that was something else that is really cool to me. Then on the travel component, a lot of times the families take family vacations, but I also recently learned about this thing like a travel tutor. Travel tutors you hire to go along on your family vacation with you, and they build out an agenda and come along with the family to basically give educational lessons to the children and the adults as well while they're traveling. So let's say you're going to Spain, the travel tutor will come to Spain with you, and then every day as you're going to the museums and you're going sightseeing and you're going out to different restaurants, the travel tutor will talk you through kind of like what's happening around you, the cultural context, the history of what you're seeing and eating and all of that. It happens naturally when you're traveling, don't get me wrong, but this other layer of it is also just so cool.
Before we continue, right, there's so much good stuff she's saying here, which I'm going to touch on, but I'm going to simplify this, because I really like to simplify stuff, because once you simplify it, it's easy for everybody to understand it. And once you understand it, you can therefore take the action. So to simplify what she's saying, when I listen to what she's saying, and obviously, again, she's in a wealthy environment around wealthy people, she gets to see how they raise their children. One of the things you have to realize is, okay, cool, it's about preparing those children for what they believe and they desire their children to be in the future. So a good example of that was, you see what he's talking about in the summertime, it's not just time to play. You're going to be doing things which are going to keep your brain active, which is going to keep your brain in a position of creativity.